It's always something with these model cars, ain't it? I was spraying this thing and the paint job was coming out awesome. It was glassy, looking like very little wet sanding needed to be done. And man, I'll tell you what, this morning I went and I took all the care in the world. I cleaned this booth up as best I could and laid new paper towels on the bottom, spritzed it with water to kill the static electricity, went over this thing with anti-static brushes, wiped it down with tack rag, and it was dry. Everything was dry as far as I could tell. Apparently not, because once I got to the driver's door, there was some water in that lower panel line there with a bunch of crap in it. And when I started painting it, it blew the water out and it had all this crap. So we're going to have to let this sit, let the paint cure for at least 24 hours before I can even consider touching it. And we'll see what happens. Hey, welcome back to Time Machine Scale Models. Well, it's been about 24 hours, and I took a step back. I let that body set. I let that paint cure, and this morning I was able to save it. It is not perfect, but it's saved. Kind of like me. But yeah, I was freaking out yesterday, guys. Listen, I've had so many paint problems through the years with these model cars, and there are some, like that Mobius gasser, that Nova gasser, that I've had to repaint 4 times. And you just get frustrated when you mess up the paint so bad. And yesterday, it looked like that's what was going to happen, but I got to tell you, I didn't want to. This paint on here is, other than this door down there, this paint turned out fantastic. It's a Tamiya TS26 pure white. It's beautiful, right? And very little wet sanding needs to be done at all, if any at all, I should say. You know, and it's pretty much ready for assembly. Everything is done here. So we were able to save it, and I am so thankful that I was able to save it, and I didn't have to go and strip the paint and repaint it. So I'm going to tell you guys, though, at first glance, when it happened, and that blew out of that panel line down there, there was a huge sag and all those particles. And when I saw that huge paint sag, I was like, Lord have mercy, this is going to be, you know, it's one for the stripper. But, you know, I had to step away, and I just had to wait it out. And it shrunk back, and it cured down. And once it cured down, the particles were there. They were easy to wet sand out. And that sag was basically non-existent by the time I got to wet sanding. So thankfully, you know, it basically remedied itself to a point. But yeah, we're good. So if you guys have been paying attention to the shorts that I've been posting, I've been doing little updates here and there instead of posting long form videos. You'll see some of the stuff that I've been doing to this car to get to this point. Now we're in pre-assembly here. I have another problem that I have to overcome. And I was taking a look at the glass, and we have some tire burn in the windshield. And that is not something that I can overcome. So, and I think I could polish out the scratches in the back window, but there's definitely no remedy for this. So I have another kit coming. I did not want to spend the money on another kit, but I have another kit coming, and it has good glass. And I have a surprise for that other kit, but that's way, 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 way in the future. So you'll just have to see what I do with that one. But again, let's go back. If you haven't been paying attention to the shorts, we are in pre-assembly stage. Let me show you some of the stuff that I've done. So we went ahead with the interior. And these headrests were more like bricks on a stick. So what I did was I took my trusty Dremel stylo and I reshaped them. And then I masked them up and I painted them the appropriate colors. And I don't come with any guidelines on how to paint these things, the red, white, and blue. I just had to look at reference photographs and mask them off myself and paint them. So, and then we have the wheels and tires. You guys probably saw that. And I think they turned out pretty good. And we went ahead, since we did the headlights and everything. Well, that doesn't want to come off. We went ahead and used a Morgan Automotive distributor and wired it up. Proper firing order too. So that's that. We'll just set that right there for now. And if you haven't seen that grill and headlight, this is what they look like. They turned out really good. I'm pretty stoked about those. And we went ahead and stripped the bumpers. And we did the AK Super Chrome on those. And they turned out fantastic. So everything's looking pretty good. Everything's looking pretty good. Looking at reference photos, just about every trunk has a rubber mat in the trunk, and they range from gray to black. So I used the Testors enamel rubber color. So that's what that is there. Masked it off and airbrushed it. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. So what do you guys think? Tell me in the comments what you think. Oh, one other thing. One other problem I had. Yeah, this hood scoop, you know, it has seams on the side I had to fill, and it had come apart on me, and I was holding the bottom side. This bottom side is a separate part, and it busted in half. So I had to re-glue that together, clamp that together, re-glue it. Then I had to glue it back to the bottom of the hood scoop. Then I had to fill it. Oh, just so many little issues that happen with this thing along the way. But I'm glad we're here to the pre-assembly stage. But anyway, guys, I appreciate all your comments on this this build, and I hope you're enjoying watching it. Leave your comment down below what you think of it so far. Thanks for watching.